This is a new product from Liberty Sprayers that we're going to be offering. It's a fruit and vegetable sterilizer, also used to sterilize other foods. What that means is that it disinfects, gets rid of bacteria, gets rid of mold, fungus, and can also break down residual pesticides. So it could be used for fruits and vegetables. It could be used, some people use it for meat. And the principle that it uses is hydroxyl ions. That is something that exists naturally in the atmosphere, but it was until recently that it was discovered that it could be created through electrolysis. And hydroxyl ions, they're very short-lived, so it basically only lasts as long as the process, as long as the electrolysis process runs. But it wouldn't be useful, for example, to create the water, the hydroxyl ion enriched water, and then use it as a disinfectant, because it would destabilize and it would revert back to regular water before you get any use out of it. The one thing that you can do with this machine also is you could create hypochlorous acid, whereas instead of running it just with tap water, you add salt into the mixture and vinegar to stabilize, like we do to stabilize the pH, like with any other hypochlorous acid generator. And when you do that, it can create hypochlorous acid. And we're going to test this machine out. We're going to see what concentration of hypochlorous acid it makes. The capacity on this one should be 13 liters. This is the machine on the inside. It has the electrolyzing component inside there. And then it also has a nice feature that's due to the large capacity. 13 liters, that's over 3 gallons of water. So that would weigh over 24 pounds if you're trying to empty it. So it does have a hose, and the water could be drained from it just with the touch of a button. So we're going to test this one out, and we're going to see how it goes. We ran this for a 20-minute cycle using 7 tablespoons of salt and 6 tablespoons of vinegar to stabilize the pH, considering that it was 13 liters. So that's less than that's a little more than 1 tablespoon per liter of water. And now we're going to test the chlorine on it. All right, just trying to juggle a lot of things with only 2 hands. That is the chlorine. And seeing where it lines up. Sorry about this. It's close to the 200 mark. Now, so it's about 200 ppm on a little more than half a tablespoon of salt per liter. We actually wanted to run it for 30 minutes, but I pressed the wrong button. So that's what you get on 20 minutes. You could also run it for longer. You could run it on 30 minutes. The concentration would increase. And now we're going to show one of the features. Testing this out for the first time. Hopefully it works. It's going to be the drain feature. Now this is going to get really complicated with only 2 hands, because normally you'd want to place this near a sink. This also has a setting so it won't slam down if you leave the cover go. It'll lower gently. Now here's the drain. I'm going to drain it into a bucket. Let me press the button. Now, one thing I wanted to show, if you press the power button while it's in the middle of draining, it'll stop draining. eventually. The hose has to empty out, but it'll stop draining. So that way, if you're trying to fill something up and the bucket you're filling it into became full, you can just hit the power button, and once the hose empties out, it'll stop the draining process. So this is a review of the Liberty 13-liter food and vegetable sterilizer, which is, we're showing how it can be used as a hypochlorous acid generator. Thanks for watching.